Email best bet, stay hungry, 4th spot play, bettors up, 9th meet stats, 111 to 301, $676.10 best bets, 19 to 31, $68 spot plays, 13 to 30, $84.70 race 1, $50,000 guaranteed pick 5 pool race 4, $50,000 guaranteed pick 4 pool 2 OCENT pick 5. 2, 5, 6, 7 over 1, 3, 4, 6 over 1, 5, 6, 3 over 1, 4, 7, 8 equals $38.40 early pick 4, 3 over 1, 4, 7, 8 halves 3 thirds, 4, 6, 9 equals $32 late pick 4 to 2, 3, 4 thirds, 5, 8, 3 thirds, 5, 6, 7 equals $36 race 1, 5, dubious claim has a history of popping at a price off bed lines and making his third start back, changing trainers and dropping in class. I'll take a shot here. 7. OLLIESTRIKESFAME has been in against monsters in his last 3 starts and he wasn't embarrassed. He is one of the ones here. 6. Tiger's Way flew home last week, but he's an infrequent winner who is almost sure to be overbid off his 26 flat kicker. 2. Raytoon demolished easier in his initial start for Osceola, but this is a much tougher assignment. At least price should be there. Race 2, 3, sudden passing is hard to go past looking at her 152 domination over grassroots foes over a track rated 1 second slow. This is a big class hike for sure, but she may be up to it. 6. Alexis Faith made a big recovery from a break at Saratoga and finished ahead of the runaway chalk leader, only to be picked off herself. She should be right there if she stays flat. 1. Solitary seems to be coming around at the right time. I'll use her in the pick 5. 4. Big Thong throttled the pace down to a crawl at London which made her unbeatable, but she too is capable versus these with a trip. Race 3, a good preferred field lines up here with many of them no doubt having an eye on next week's Mohawk Gold Cup. I'll give 1. Sintra the Knot making his second start back and expecting him to be moved earlier in the mile. 6. MCWICKED has come back sharp and the short field should help him, using 5. Easy Lover Hanover was paced off his feet by Rockin' Ron in the Camlick Classic, but he should improve here getting back to the big track. 2. Ellis Park is tough and game, but he finds it tough winning when the big boys show up. I'll use him underneath. Race 4, 3, Stay Hungry, the last year's Breeders' Crown winner, looks ready for battle and he adds Lasix here. I'll single him in the multi-race bets. 2. Summer Travel moves inside and picks up Dave Miller after a disastrous trip in the Some Beach Somewhere Stakes when mired in post 10. He should be a threat. 5. Dunwell keeps improving and he is another who should provide a challenge here. 1. Hayden Hanover can sit a trip and crash the exotics at a price here. 4. Major Authority outraced his odds in the Rooney final and he's another to consider for the bottom of exotic bets here. Race 5, 1, Who's Better went a big trip at Pocono in a much improved effort and I think he'll offer a good price here, call to upset. 8. DORSODURO Hanover has been perfect this year and appears to be a strong player, using 4. West Delight beat the choice last time, but had a better trip. Still, he is yet another strong contender in a race that should come down to trip. 7. American History looks like an improved horse this year and is another that could take this with the right trip. Race 6, 2, YOUAREMYCANDYGIRL was a runaway in her first 2018 start and she paid for it in the end. With her regular pilot back last time, she was back to her rateable, effective self and she gets top call here, but only slightly over local star. 3. Percy Blue Chip, who has come back great and who has likely not produced her best race yet. 1. UBETTERGOGO was more than a second faster than the choice at Tioga, but I need to see her do it against better competition. 5. Kendall SEELSTER could pick up the pieces if the top choices mix it up on the front end and you could bet worse 10 over 1 to 15 over 1 shots, which is likely where her odds will end up here. Race 7, 3, Shartin has been sensational, winning with first over attacks in 4 of her last 5, while breaking once. If she minds her manners here, she'll be tough to hold off. 6, Blazin' Bridges was cooked early in her season debut. She's capable of much better if she gets even fractions. 9, Blue Moon Stride took her life's mark here last year in the Milton Stakes, and she is always a threat, although her post could be an issue here. 4, LA Delight is in good form now, but she'll have trouble going with the choice if that one behaves. Race 8, 7, St. Lad's Neptune paced his back 1/2 in 52 3/5 last week and is obviously peaking at the right time. He'll need a strong early pace to chase here, which you don't always see in elimination races, but he's not impossible in this spot and his price should be good. 2, Lather Up has been nothing short of sensational so far this year and he's the obvious horse to beat, but if he gets roughed up a bit, that could tip the scales in favor of the choice. 8, Courtly Choice is one that I liked right from the start of his career, and he's done nothing wrong so far this year. Should be a good race. 1, Lost in Time showed heart in the lane last time after having steering issues on the final turn. He's not out of this. Race 9, 9, Betters Up follows the exact same pattern she used that won this race last year, with 3 unspectacular starts leading up to the elimination. I'll side with her tonight and take what should be a good price. 7, Firebbbya was as impressive as a racehorse can be here last week, and she got supplemented to this race as a result. She's the one to beat here. 2, Pure Country couldn't go with Chartin last time, but she's in a better spot here and can't be discounted. 5, Tequila Monday is peaking for this, and she is surely capable, using. Race 10, 2, Mongolian Heroine was finally unleashed last time and he produced a sub 150 mile versus easier. He could get overlooked a bit here and he gets my nod. 4, Jimmy Freight was a good colt last year, but he is racing at a whole new level now. He is between stakes engagements here, so it's hard to say how he will be driven, but he could take down his elders here if he gets put into play. 3, Dr. J. Hanover gets some class relief here, and while he may be bet heavily, he is obviously capable versus these. 1, Nirvana Selster hasn't been great recently, but he's always a threat to lay down some big fractions and keep going. Race 11, 3, Shades of Bay is risky here considering how badly he bore out while trying to take the lead in the third 1/4 last week, but if he makes front on the class drop, he could still drift out down the lane and beat these. 8, Ideal Jet is a speedster on a roll which won't last forever, but his bottom out the field strategy might work once more in this class. 5, Dreamy Fella is a closer who can benefit here if the race falls apart. 2, Nickelbag has reached good form and he should close for another piece here. Race 12, 3, Big Bang Boom is one of the hottest horses on this circuit and the roll should continue here. 4, Freddie Bear raced well in a Monster Mile, and if the leader gets challenged mid-race, this horse could be the benefactor. 7, Arsenal Selster is worth a look, making his season debut off a sharp qualifier. 1, Xternal was racing great before he broke last week. His price will climb here and he is in with an upset chance. Race 13, 6, Beach House had 3 weeks between starts last week and he finished with interest. He should offer a square price here and he gets my call coming back in 7 days. 5, Regal Sun comes off a sharp effort and he's worth pick 4 inclusion here. 3, Rockin' in Heaven roared by late in a short stretch of track last week. He is a threat to repeat here. 7, Magnum J should be tighter now and he is another that can win this contentious dash. 4, Cool Rock should close for another smaller slice here. DRF Harness Newsletter. Sign up for the free DRF Harness Newsletter. Fresh content and insights delivered each Thursday.